Hi and welcome to another Decred development update. The biggest news we have currently is a potential creative rebrand and a new focus on AI agents for the Decred protocol. There will soon be a new proposal asking Decred stakeholders if they want to pursue a new narrative in creative refresh. We also have updates to Bison wallet and other areas of the Decred ecosystem, and even an AIbot on Bison Relay, so let's dive in. Decred could potentially undergo a bold narrative transformation with the Decred Rediscovered initiative, a strategic push to reposition the project not as a relic of early crypto, but as a sovereign protocol uniquely poised for the AI era. Led by longtime Decred stakeholder Aaron Beierschmidt, the campaign avoids altering the development roadmap or requiring upfront funding. Instead, it focuses on refining Decred's fragmented story, modernizing its visual identity, and aligning the brand with emerging agentic technologies. The proposal outlines a phased rollout, community engagement, creative refresh, and long-term content support, guided by politeia votes to ensure decentralized legitimacy. A centerpiece of the vision is Decred's compatibility with autonomous AI agents. It argues that Decred's existing architecture, stakeholder governance, self-funding treasury, atomic swap DEX, Bison relay communications, and consensus upgrade voting already provides the necessary primitives for machine-native coordination. Aaron says that DAOs were meant for agents, not humans, and envisions a near future where sovereign AI entities govern alongside humans on-chain. This culminates in the concept of a ghost in the machine, an autonomous agent that votes, funds, and evolves within Decred's governance system, with cryptographic proof of alignment. Aaron is proposing 3 different brand themes, or 3 different design directions. The first is cypherpunk combined with solarpunk, which focuses on warm, aspirational, organic architecture and sci-fi fantasy elements. The second is cyberspace western, which is inspired by 60s and 70s space-age minimalism and a sovereign wanderer aesthetic. And the third is minimalist manga with a retro futurist theme. The community will ultimately vote on a proposal to choose one of these themes or reject all 3 of them. Aaron says changes and alterations can of course be made to the look and styling before anything final is delivered.
I'm certainly comfortable doing that. And we ran through 100 different fonts, for this stuff. So I'm happy to present all of that work and let the community kind of in the feedback portion of the proposal process, basically agree upon the font for each direction per se. And then once the vote goes through, we've got something to run with. So I'm happy to take the time during phase 1, work with the community to get to the point we all feel comfortable with what we're about to execute. But when we go on to phase 2, I want kind of high level sign off that we're good to go down this direction. Just to speed up the process of kind of going, hey, this looks good. Obviously, the community in phase 2 can choose to not retro fund until we've made further changes, right? And I accept that that could happen. Ultimately, we should land on something we're all very excited about and happy with. So yeah, there will be, I need to think about the best way to do it, but I will be sharing folders and folders and folders of references and stuff on this politeia proposal, so people can really go as deep as they want.
This is part of the larger brand system overhaul, which hopes to bring Decred.org, Bison Wallet, and Bison Relay under one cohesive narrative instead of fractured ones. Aaron also hopes to train an AI on all things Decred, including the ability to generate art and imagery with the new styling so the community is on the same page with the visual art it produces. Ultimately, this is an ambitious push to refocus Decred's image and reignite the community. Aaron says this is not sci-fi. It is the logical endpoint of infrastructure built for autonomous coordination. It positions Decred as the backbone for post-human governance and creates the first sovereign on-chain actor, a ghost with skin in the game. Look forward to a proposal for this work in the near future. Now looking at Bison Wallet updates, prepared the codebase for the version 1.0.4 release, including version updates and changelog entries, enhanced the multi-swap initialization process by retrying with the same secret, improving reliability in certain scenarios, introduced support for multi-hop arbitrage strategies in the market maker module, enabling more complex trading paths, replaced the Mac drive dependency with Darwin Kit to improve compatibility and performance on Mac OS systems, added support for the MEXC exchange within the libx package, expanding the range of supported trading platforms, introduced a new database table to track reputation effects, enhancing the server's ability to manage user trust metrics. Adding Monero to Bison wallet is well underway and is making good progress. DevWarrior states that users can choose to run their own XMR node or choose to connect remotely to an already existing one, making the process much easier, similar to Cake Wallet. The Decred community has been invited to present Bison wallet at Monerotopia 2026 in Mexico City, so if anyone from the community feels they have the ability to attend and show off Bison wallet, feel free to reach out and we can make this happen. In DCRD, a potential bug was addressed concerning the manual disconnection of peers by IP address. The concern is that when both inbound and outbound peers share the same IP, using the manual disconnect command may only disconnect the inbound connection, leaving the outbound connection active. The expected behavior is that all connections associated with the specified IP should be terminated. Decred is now available on Cardstorm, a platform where you can buy gift cards using cryptocurrency, including Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal cards. There is no KYC, and payments are processed with Now Payments. Once the payment is complete, users are emailed their gift card, which they can redeem and use like normal. It's a nice platform for those looking to spend their Decred. The Bison Relay AIbot has some upgrades. You can now ask it Decred-related questions, and you can even ask it to do technical analysis of the DCR-USDT pair on Binance. A potential use case here is ultimately for the AIbot to be a personal helper for someone looking to learn more about Decred right from within Bison Relay. Decred was mentioned in an Asia Times article about mismanagement and fraud in regards to voting. They say by timestamping every action and making records immutable, blockchain technology could offer a secure, transparent alternative. The Decred blockchain was used for this purpose twice in Brazil to track campaign donations and fight disinformation. Decred lead developer Dave Collins had a rebuttal response to a Monero community member who gave a basic overview of Decred. A quick summary is Decred's hybrid proof-of-work, proof-of-stake system requires attackers to buy up existing coins, making 51% attacks economically unfeasible due to lock staking tickets. Decred's governance design intentionally gives more influence to stakeholders with larger coin holdings, and Stake Shuffle's quantum-resistant cryptography in Decred allows for potential full pruning of the UTXO set, unlike Monero's Ring CT, which requires indefinite data storage. Decred has operated without exploitable vulnerabilities in its hybrid consensus for over 9 years, despite multiple security reviews and controversial changes. It's a great read. I strongly recommend the entire thing, and a huge thanks to Dave for taking the time to compose the post. On Cake Wallet, a bug was fixed where iOS devices would change paths between updates, thus breaking the Decred wallet. Expect a new release soon. Phoenix Green had another video on Decred's infrastructure.
The Internet of 2025 demands a fundamental shift from Web 2's centralized, surveillance-driven model to something truly revolutionary. Modern cryptocurrency wallets like Bison Relay and Bison Wallet aren't just financial tools. They're the evolution of web browsers themselves, combining everything you expect from traditional Internet applications with unprecedented user sovereignty. Decentralized architecture. Break free from big tech monopolies through peer-to-peer networks that eliminate single points of failure. Your data stays yours. System resilience increases dramatically, and energy efficiency improves when you're not feeding massive server farms. Privacy-first communications. End-to-end encryption becomes the default for all interactions. Email, social media, forums, and messaging. Zero data collection, zero backdoors. Complete user ownership of personal information with seamless migration capabilities. Interactive gaming and virtual economies. Real peer-to-peer gaming with actual economic stakes using virtual currencies that have real-world value. Buy, sell, and earn digital assets that transcend individual games or platforms. This isn't just an upgrade. It's a complete reimagining of how humans interact with digital systems. The future belongs to platforms that prioritize user empowerment over corporate profits, security over surveillance, and global equity over extractive business models. Decred's digital wallet technology represents the logical evolution beyond both traditional web browsers and email clients. It's the unified interface for a truly user-controlled internet. The question isn't whether this transformation will happen, but whether you'll be part of building it or watching from the sidelines.
Thanks for watching this Decred news update. Be sure to check out decred.org to learn more.